Hi POV, I'm a girl of 20 years who will turn 21 this month, and I'm a student of College of Health and Wellbeing Kintampo, a level 200 student. POV, I relocated to my new house at second semester of level 100. At first, I used to stay with a roommate, but due to some misunderstandings, I decided to move out now. Here comes my story. In the house I moved in, I had a neighbor who was also a student as me, but was in level 200 by then. But now he is in level 300. If we were to be in SHS, I would have said he's my senior. Long story short, I really like to make friends with anyone I find myself around. So, one afternoon, our lectures was cancelled, so I decided to prepare something for myself. So as soon as I was done, I saw my neighbor coming back from lectures, so I thought of sharing my food with him. From there, we became friends. Let's call my neighbor Chrissy. One day, I was in my room when I heard the voices of some two guys, so I realized it was my neighbor and his best friend, but I didn't know. I was in my room, but all I heard was, I have a new neighbor and she's a nice girl. Then his friend replied, if you like her, make you do while there. But mind you, I never liked my neighbor. I just saw him as a brother. Fast forward, my neighbor introduced me to his best friend. The name he was carrying was the name of my ex, so I didn't really vibe with him. The name he was carrying, what the hell? The name he was carrying was my ex's name. So, I didn't vibe with him until one day I was very sad and needed someone to talk to, but my neighbor was busy, so he called his friend to keep me company. Let's call his friend K. So that time, K was having a laptop. So he brought it along, that time, and I had a guy in the house and he also had a girlfriend. We started to watch some funny videos, which made me happy. From then, we kept showing different movies. I started feeling sleepy, but he didn't allow me to sleep. He kept insisting we should watch another movie, which led to sex. How did you move from movie to sex? After the sex, he left. POV, I didn't regret it. I really liked it, but I said to myself it was never going to happen again. But the next day, he came around and we had sex again. I started developing feelings for him, but didn't want him to know. He also played to be hard guy, so I didn't want to take him serious. But as we continued to have sex, the more I loved him. I started giving my boyfriend attitude and won't answer his calls, won't reply his messages. All that time to my guy was about to travel to the States for his master's because he was a doctor in Ghana here. He was supposed to travel with me, but due to how I was treating he went with his ex-girlfriend and later called to tell me to move on. Now, Kate too has started misbehaving, cheating, not checking up on me, doesn't have sex with me. Later, I found out he was having an affair with someone else. I'm heartbroken. I have lost everything, my boyfriend and now him. So I started giving K attitude. So he changed, but he didn't keep misbehaving. As I'm talking to you now, K has been coming to my place since I stay in the same house with his friend. He eats my food, but anytime I see him, I get angry. My instinct tells me to poison him. Please advise me before I commit murder. Hey! No, listen, this is what I need you to understand. Take responsibility for your actions, because I feel like you want to blame him for you giving your boyfriend attitude when he didn't send you. You mentioned that K had a girlfriend. You had a boyfriend. So what you both were doing you both were just, having sex with each other and you caught feelings and you decided to ignore your boyfriend that you had future plans together with. So how is K to be blamed for this? Both of you should blame each other. So don't go and murder him. And no, you will be arrested. You will go to jail. Your future will spoil. Shay. Madam, please. Don't go and commit any murder.